Hello, my lovely friends, and welcome to the Fresh Approach Fitness, a wellness company's podcast. This is episode 104, and today we're talking about the power of yes. So sit back, get comfortable, and let's start with this question right here. Who's ready? Ready to rise above the excuses? If that's you, you're definitely going to want to stay tuned for the next half an hour or so and see where we get. Probably won't be quite that long, but I've got some exciting inserts for you today. So, if you're ready to rise above the excuses and discover your path to health and happiness, you are in the right place. First things first, I want to let you all know that I am doing a free 3-day Essentially You workshop event coming up May 30th. I will have the link here, so definitely go ahead, click that, sign up, and let's get started. We're going to get started by having you come to the event, having you be re-energized, recharged, and ready to make some powerful shifts in your life. Because you know what? You have the power to rise above the excuses. You have the power of yes inside you. It is that subconscious voice that keeps on talking to you when you go through your day and you're not enjoying the life on the hamster wheel. It is always showing up in unexpected ways, stomach aches, headaches, to remind you that you're not in alignment, right? Think about that. How often throughout the day do you feel those feelings where something is off? We're going to sit with that thought for just a few minutes. But today I'm actually going to share with you my story, my narrative from when I wrote my chapter in the book called The Power of Yes. And my chapter is called Thriving, Not Just Surviving. It is about network marketing. It's not exclusively about network marketing, but I want you to lean in and pick up what you find resonates with you the most. Because today is all about rising above the excuses, the power of yes, and doing something. So taking action in one area of your life. And I thought this was a very fitting way to get started today. You ready? Story time! All right, my friends, Thriving, Not Just Surviving by Sonya. This was my very first chapter book that I wrote. I wrote a chapter in a book with a bunch of other network marketing women. This was my very first one. It was a dream of mine. And I believe this was done. Well, I guess I can check the date here. I'm just trying to think offhand. So 2021. I did this one in the spring. This was the very first book I submitted in the spring of 2021. And we're in 2022. So last year, I did a lot of books. I did 3 chapter books. Come December, I wrote my 4th chapter in a 4th book. I wrote my book, Your Story Matters, which became an international award-winning bestseller on Amazon. And wow, what a year, right? To get all of those things done. This year I wrote my quarterly planners so far and my getting started guide. You know, knowing that I built quite a foundation. Not sure what else I'm going to write this year, but for now, let's lean into this story and we're going to get started. So, I describe myself as a retired, passive-aggressive people pleaser who has spent most of her life working in corporate Canada while raising a family. My time, energy, and attention were always split, and I struggled to find work-life balance. I was on autopilot, going through the motions while knowing that there had to be something better. I longed for deeper connections, real conversations, time freedom, balanced energy, and elevated finances. Most importantly, I couldn't envision my future self in this environment any longer. I needed to find a way forward. That was when a friend introduced me to network marketing. Well, shall I say reintroduced me to network marketing. It's been around for ages, and it has become the new wave in this ever-changing and expanding internet-based society. It might look a bit different today, but the feeling is still the same. I was finally old enough, when I was younger, trying to read and talk and make this entertaining. I'm going to stop apologizing and just show up being the best version of myself. How real is that? So, where was I here? Network marketing might look a bit different today, but the feeling is the same. I remember going to parties with my mom and loving it. I was finally old enough to be included with the grown-ups for a ladies' night. Just like when I was a kid, I still look forward to that time together with friends and family. The amazing conversations, the presenter, the sampling, and the chance to explore new products, and the food and the laughter provided the times to connect us and to create memories. Right? I loved that. That time together definitely opened the door to create timeless memories that I'll never forget. Once I was reintroduced to network marketing, almost everything changed. Instead of being overwhelmed by my future, I was jumping out of bed, eager to get my day started. I was choosing the right food and the right movement for a positive mindset. My priorities shifted from worrying about paying the bills to making each moment matter. I was thriving and was no longer just surviving. I developed a fresh perspective on controlling my financial future and my time, and I was no longer just trading time for money. My network marketing company grows exponentially every single week, whether I'm using it through my network marketing side of business, life coaching, personal training, nutrition coaching, all of that. It's a part of assisting people with upgrading and elevating their life. It's a way to help people like you and me grow and glow. So network marketing has allowed me to live my dream life. I'm no longer a prisoner of active income, which means I don't just trade my time for money. My financial portfolio has expanded to include both residential, residual, and passive income. A small investment has led to a massive growth in the quality of my life. I'm proud to say that I am a paid problem solver in a professional development industry with a sweet compensation plan. I'm going to say that again. It's my favorite part. Ready? I'm proud to say that I'm a paid problem solver in a professional development industry with a sweet compensation plan. Who gets that? With a job description like this, Friendly Company seeks enthusiastic individuals who love helping people and who are ready to learn. Life experience is a plus. Work wherever and whenever you want. I said, sign me up, my friends. Sign me up. The tools to help you down this road are accessible and freely given. Your network marketing group will provide encouragement, support, and acknowledgement. Personal growth and development are strongly encouraged. This is where I really tapped into my personal development side, honestly. It's been about 8 years now since I've been on that train, and I will never, ever jump off. I've learned and grown so much through the personal development side, and thanks to network marketing, for sure. You know, the stresses of a workplace environment don't apply. Harassment, insane deadlines, evaluations, cattiness for competition. These are not part of the network marketing family, not whatsoever. The person who approached you about network marketing saw something in you. Whether it's in me, whether you're listening to this chapter, whether you're reading a book, they see something in you. They could see your potential and they believe in you. I believe in you. That's why I keep on showing up every single week, because I believe in you. And this is just one way of getting that message across. One of the best parts of network marketing, one of the best parts of thriving and not just surviving, is that you're not working on anyone else's schedule and you're not waiting for a pay raise. Think of the freedom of commuting, the dress code, the fear of layoffs, discrimination. Think of the freedom to spend quality time with those you love and to set your own goals. Think about what you can accomplish and what you can do to help others. Helping others has always been on the top of my list. And the ripple effect that comes from that is way beyond what you realize. Way beyond, my friends. So the best advice I can give you is to find your passion. I found mine in helping people let go of their past negativity and being seen as they are today in a positive and energized way so they can begin to lead their best lives. That's what it's all about. I choose companies and products that I love because it's an extension of me and what I do. And for me, network marketing is all about sharing the things I love with the people I believe will love them. It's about offering quality, safe, and affordable choices that benefits both of us. It's about allowing me the freedom to chase my dreams while helping my clients, my friends, and other people chase their dreams as well. I can be me, and you can be you. How is that for rising above the excuses? We all know what the excuses are when it comes to network marketing. We hear those same excuses, whether it's our inner dialogue or our external dialogue. We hear those same excuses every single day. Even yesterday, I went for a run and my parents were like, "Oh, why are you doing that?" Well, why am I doing that? It's because I found my feet again and they make me feel really good. And I love going for a run. I've missed it for the last 4 years. But health and happiness, my friends, nobody can tell you what it takes for you to be on your personal path of health and happiness. So I would like to cordially invite you to my upcoming Essentially You workshop. It's during the week of May. I have a hard time saying that. So it's during the week of May 30th, and it's definitely going to be a 3-day recorded workshop. You need to sign up in order to get this. But what we're going to be going over, honestly, this very first workshop, we're going to be going over designing your life your way. It is all about rising above the excuses and learning how to thrive and not just survive. This workshop here, we're going to discover, why you are the way you are, what you want to be doing differently, and how to make that first step. Because I would imagine you wouldn't be listening to this if there was something about your life that you want to change. More energy, more enthusiasm. So the best way to do that is to open your mind and inquire more. Be creative with your thoughts and your discipline. Be open with what it's going to take for you to get those dreams conquered. And it doesn't matter to me if you're looking for weight loss. Let's rephrase it. If you're looking to release 15 pounds, if you are looking to become 5% closer to financial freedom, if you are looking to reach $10,000 in your coaching business, you need to make these subtle shifts in your life in order to change your mindset to get there. And the best way to do that is through activities and exercises. It's by learning. It's by connecting yourself with other people in society that have already walked down that path. It's doing things like journaling and affirmations and reflections in your daily movements and practicing gratitude on the regular. Super, super important. My friends, this is your life. Your one life. And are you ready to thrive instead of survive? I would love to hear from each and every single one of you listening to this. What would you like to be different in your life? Just think about that. Your relationships, your bank account, your waistline. What would you like to be different? I know the majority of my clients are looking for one of 4 things. They are totally looking for one of 4 things. I'll be perfectly honest. They are looking to lose weight, increase their energy, have inner peace, and a fresh approach to life. So they're proactive versus reactively responding to what life throws at them. And let's talk about that final one for a second. You might be fine at the beginning of the day where you're planning your day and you're getting your stuff all together. But, come noon or maybe even sooner than noon, and you are sick of things being fired at you, you start responding, just reacting, saying yes, not looking. You're not thinking things through. You're just physically responding because you're getting tired. This is where eating the right food makes a difference. This is where doing your meditation and your journaling makes a difference. This is where taking the time each and every single day to fill your own cup makes a huge difference. So the question is, what are you going to do today to make a big or a small difference in your life? What is it that you want to have an impact with? And honestly, it can look different for everybody, and it should. Your story is different than my story. My story is different than your story. Everybody's story is completely different. And we want it to be different because we want everybody to show up like I did in that chapter and safely tell their story. But in order to safely tell your story, you need to be comfortable with what that story is. Would you be comfortable right now sharing your story? Being open and honest, saying, tapped out financially, but that story is going to change. That was my past. Those were the decisions I made in my past. Now, in order to shift that, I need to make some changes. In order to make some changes, I'm either going to sign up for a course, bite the bullet. I'm going to pick up as many free books as I can find and fill my brain with knowledge and take immediate action. I am going to do something that makes me uncomfortable. So if you are looking to make some changes with that financial example, those are 3 ways of getting started. It doesn't matter where you're looking to make those changes. It comes into getting started with action. And most people don't know where to start with that. And that's where I come into play. You know, you read in my book how I shared with you in my book how I was a retired passive-aggressive people pleaser. I've come a long way from where I'm at now, for sure. I'm still working on boundaries. We all are. Boundaries are everywhere, and sometimes we have to realign our goals when it comes to saying yes or no to things. Sometimes we have to put ourselves in a little purple bubble, surrounding ourselves and zipper ourselves up from head to foot and remind us that only love comes in and only love goes out. And when we do that, we keep ourselves safe and secure so we can go ahead and take care of other people. So we can go ahead and proactively navigate through that day without negatively responding to life. We show up a different version of ourselves. And I know that's exactly what you want. So I do sell these books. You can get them on Amazon. The authors do not make any money if they're on Amazon. You want to buy them from the authors directly. I sell mine for $15 plus shipping, so it's not a lot. Normally it's a free add-on if you end up getting something else from me, like a life coaching or something like that. And then go ahead, re-listen to that story and see where you fit in. Even if we go back and revisit that very first chapter about navigating through life and being a passive-aggressive people pleaser and working in corporate Canada while trying to raise a family. Where's your time, your energy, and your attention is always split. You know, going through the motions, but knowing deep down that there was something so much better available to you. And I'm not saying you need to jump on the network marketing bandwagon whatsoever, but it is time to start thriving. And let's be honest, if you are using protein powders, if you are using fiber, if you are dressing in clothes, if you use essential oils or shampoo and conditioner, my friend, or skincare, we need to talk. I can set you up with something sweet, and then you know that you're on a good team, and I am always here to help support you and to help you grow. But that's not what this episode's about, but I am planting that seed in case any of you have any questions. So, my friends, this episode was short and sweet, but it was quite deep, wasn't it? We did go over the story in the book. We talked a lot about the power of yes and what it would take like to say yes in your life. But more importantly, thriving and not just surviving, and what that would feel like for you. I'd love that to be your takeaway today, taking everything and applying it, because that's where the action takes place, is ask yourself, what would thriving feel like to you? I know what it would feel like for me, man. Elevated finances and balanced energy and time freedom, which means working my own life on my own schedule and not worrying about being accountable to anybody else besides the people I choose to be accountable to. And you never know who those people are. Right now, those people are my real estate agent, to making sure I'm taking action in the right areas for something that I'm working towards. And I'm also taking accountability with my coaches when it comes to getting my work done in terms of my business. And that's because I've chosen to ask for their help. I also show up to weekly meetings. I have a team of people that are keeping me in alignment for my directions and my goals. And you want that for you. You want to have a team that keeps you accountable. You're taking the action, but you're actually responding and staying accountable and showing up on the regular to share what you've done. Okay, I won't keep my beautiful friends. You know how to reach me if you have any questions. And like always, if you like this episode, go ahead, share, comment, like. That way more of the world can see it. And that's my goal in life, is to stop being the best kept secret and to inspire more people to thrive and not just survive. Make it a fantastic day, my friends.